Hey guys, this is Ricky with the Nordic Dream school bus conversion. Just want to give you guys an update on my door here. Some people were asking me how I did it, how to take a door that opens two ways and create it into a single door. So we were able to get this doorknob on here so we can lock it and open and close it a more normal way. You can see the door opens up plenty wide enough, but I was able to modify it into a single door pretty easily. This doorknob set is just a standard doorknob set. We were able to use a hole saw to drill our holes here and here for this, and that worked out pretty well. I just had to put a little spacer here. Just used a wood spacer. But the way I did it was, first of all, if you go inside the door and look at your closing mechanism, whenever we got this door, the two doors opened up like this. This one opened up this way, this one opened up this way. It's not one of the bifolds, but I'm sure the bifold could be done kind of similar. So this is your closing mechanism up here, and this rod is what connects this door to this door. And I'm going to take this rod out. I just hadn't got to it yet. Right now, when you open and close the door, this is moving up here, which is making that noise. So I will be taking this out. But for right now, this door had on the top edge of the door, it had a square shank that came up through this hole, and that this was attached to. So I took that off pretty easily with a socket set, and was able to take the door completely off this side. I took the hinges out, unbolted the hinges, took this thing loose, took the door out, and I cut that piece off of that corner right there. Okay, so then after that, I basically bolted the door back into its original position. Okay, and so once I had that done, I took the door. So at that point, I had the door was bolted on over here, and this one was still bolted. So whenever I close the door, I just put my strap up here, mark my holes, drill my holes, put the bolts in, and at this point I tightened them all down. So these two doors were at that time fastened barely tight, but it's not going to open because the hinges were still bolted. So I went ahead and did the bottom two, did that one also. And like I say, on the back side, I've got this angle iron that's bolted. And so after that, I went ahead and unbolted the hinges from this side, and then that allowed the door to open up as one piece. Now, okay, so that worked great. Then I put my doorknob set in, and then I had to figure out what to do with the door jamb, because before, this wood was not here. It was just a metal track that went up that had the hinges for the door on it, and it also had a weather stripping in here for the door. So I just unbolted that, took that off, and that left me with a blank canvas. So then I took 1x4 strip of wood, and I pre-drilled my holes. I screwed it to the bus, and I put shims behind there. I put shims behind this wood. So I had this piece of wood bolted to or screwed to the bus, but I shimmed it so that whenever I close this, it was lining up just right. Okay. So then I was able to drill my hole in here and put this striker plate in, and then I had a functioning door, and I was left with a gap behind here where my spacers were at. And then I went ahead and I put some of that expandable foam in there, and then I put these trim pieces over it, and that come out pretty good. So this is your door jamb, and this is your trim piece, and then I put this striker right here. I don't know what it's called, but when the door closes, it goes up against this. I just cut this out, and I had to kind of shape it so that it fit this pretty good, because this is at an angle. It's not straight up and down. It just goes at an angle with the bus. But whenever the door closes, it's all the way up against here, and I've got some weather stripping that I'll put here too. And you can see back here where I've got the expandable foam, that's where the gap is at. And I haven't made a trim piece for this part yet, but this is what that side will look like eventually. But you know, people do it different ways, and this is just the way that I figured out how to do it, and it works really good. So I wish you guys luck, and if you have any questions, just give me a shout.